Welcome to part 2 of our Sig MPX build series. So one of the first videos we ever posted on our channel was the introductory video for this Sig MPX build, when this Sig MPX was just completely bone stock and had no upgrades to it. And I'm upgrading this MPX into like the ultimate like PDW, real small, compact, just, you know, you can throw it in a bag, kind of a build like that. So where we are on episode 2 of this build, we have a lot of stuff done to this gun, even though it may not look like it. So we'll add a photo in from the first episode, and we see the MPX as it sits right now. So the main thing, added a MOE Magpul SLK Grip, and this is just a very low profile, kind of narrow grip. The MPX grip that it came with is pretty big and bulky, so I wanted a smaller grip. We have a Holosun 509T on a Reptilia Riser. So in the first episode, we did not have any optics on this MPX. We just had iron sights. So threw this optic on here. I had a EOTech on earlier, like an EXPS 2-0. It was a little big, little heavy. So I threw on this Holosun, and I like it pretty good. The riser adds a good amount of height, but it's not too high. So I can still get like a good cheek weld on the MPX. Even though it's 9mm, not a lot of recoil, still like a firm shooting position. And then up front, we have this SMS Laser HFC. We got this in and we're testing it. You've probably seen them on Instagram. They're a cheaper but full power laser aiming module that they've been advertising all over Instagram. A lot of people are running them, and we picked one up, see how it does. So far so good, but we'll keep you updated on that. Now the main upgrade from the first version is obviously what's going on up here at the front of the gun. So in the first version, or first episode, we did not have the MPX suppressed, and obviously now we do with this Yankee Hill R9 suppressor, 9mm suppressor, as you can see right here. So as you can see, something's going on up here at the front, and that would be the fact that I sent off the barrel to have it shortened and threaded 1/2x28 for the Yankee Hill R9 suppressor. So this was an 8-inch MPX out of the factory, and it had some weird thread pitch on the barrel. We'll put it on the screen. I can't remember it off the top of my head. All I know is I did not have anything that it would work with, and I wanted 1/2x28 to work with, you know, all your common suppressors, 9mm, stuff like that. So I sent it to D. Wilson Manufacturing. He is really good at threading, chopping, pin and welding, just a really good gunsmith. And if you have any work, definitely send it to him, D. Wilson. He is really good, and this thing is phenomenal. So that's a 4.5-inch barrel down from the original 8-inch barrel. So as you can see, with the rail attached, the barrel stops about right here. So with the current rail configuration, I have to run it suppressed, or else my hand will be getting all of that blast from the barrel. So we'll talk about more upgrades that we're going to do to this MPX, but let's shoot it a little bit with the suppressor in the 4.5-inch barrel and see how it goes. Pretty quiet. So with the 4.5-inch barrel, it is about the same size as like a Glock 17 barrel. So some of the ammo I'm shooting out of this is subsonic, some of it's supersonic. It's just regular 115 grain. It just kind of depends on the round itself, how much powder's in it, whatnot. But with this short of a barrel, sometimes these rounds are subsonic, even though they're not like dedicated subsonic rounds. So really like the suppressor, really like the length of the barrel. It kind of gives a good like suppressed, like kind of like an MP5 SD type look with the rail coming out over the suppressor. But eventually I think I'm gonna get like a Midwest Industries 4 like a 4.5-inch rail, which it will stop about right here so that I can shoot it unsuppressed or suppressed and not have the barrel so far back in the rail. So it's just something else I'm gonna add in the future. And for further upgrades, obviously I'm going to SBR it, get rid of this big, heavy monstrosity of a pistol brace, and just throw a regular Sig like MPX, MCX style stock. Another upgrade is gonna be the trigger. These MPXs have really, really heavy triggers. They're not the best. They're okay. Like you still shoot pretty accurately, but you know, a lighter trigger would be a lot better. More rapid follow-up shots and more precise shooting. But as of right now, this thing is getting pretty close to how I want it in the long term, but still a good ways to go.